everybody, welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with another Rumour Has It video where we're talking about players linked to the football club over the summer. The season is barely finished yet and names are being linked galore, flying out from every single angle. I think Champions League football is bringing just a few more names to the party as well. Some of them bullshit, but some of them not. And we're going to cover as many as we can, many of the plausible ones that we think may or may not happen, and obviously run through the stats and the charts as we always do. So we'll get stuck right into this player in a second. Ex-Premier League player, actually, and a very talented boy as well. I'll be really excited if this one comes off. So keen to hear your opinions as well in the comments. But just before we do, if you're new to the channel, you're just checking us out for the first time, please consider subscribing. We'd love you to come on board. We're over 3,700 subs, so loads more room for you guys. Smash that button. I'd love to be at 4,000 before the season starts. So give us a click. Help us get there before the season kicks off and we're at 4K. Yeah, so let's get stuck in then to the recent player who's been linked to us. Now, there's no doubt that I think we need a little bit of reinforcement in the wingers position. Miggy's had an unbelievable season last season. Can't deny that. Maxi's been in and out. You know, he's been great at times. He's not been so great at other times. But outside of those two, we don't really have a lot of cover. Murphy's done okay, and Joe Linton can do a job out there. But I'd much rather see Big Joe in the midfield. So we are going to be linked to a couple of wingers, I think. And we've been linked to a hell of a player right now who can actually play right across the front three, left wing, right wing, and centre forward. And he's done it all for his club last season. His club as Barcelona, of all teams. So who am I talking about? I'm talking about this lad here, Ferran Torres. You might remember him, scored a worldie against us when he won a title at Manchester City. A phenomenal footballer, a really good player. He's only 23 years old as well. He's quick, he's skillful, he's a good goal scorer, he's strong. He's Premier League experience as well. He's ready for that. He knows what to expect. I think he did real good bits at Manchester City. He just didn't want to be a bit part player, which is what he was going to be in a squad like that. And obviously the call of Barcelona to a young Spanish lad is something that really perks your interest. So he went back to go play for Barcelona. But weirdly enough, Barcelona, as people don't realize, financially are in the shit. They are desperate, I mean desperate, to re-sign the superstar, the god of the new camp, which is Leo Messi, who has just left PSG. He's played his last game for PSG, and all the stories are that Barca are trying to bring him back, but they do need to balance the books. Now, despite raising 40 million quid, moving on, you know, new camp legends such as Sergio Busquets and Jordi Alba, they still need to raise 160 million quid just to break even on FFP in the eyes of La Liga. So Barca have got a serious deficit to balance out here. So they're going to have to flick out a few players. Rafinha's been mentioned, another ex-Premier League player who's been linked to us as well. But Ferran Torres is the new one who's been linked about Barcelona cashing in and balancing the books. And he's quite keen as well to have another crack at the Premier League because he does think that he's got unfinished business there as well. So how does he compare? Let's have a look at the stats there. So we compared him against Miggy. You can see he's got 6 years on Miggy in terms of sustainability in his career, and he's already a fantastic footballer. 32 appearances. He played 14.8 90 minutes, so less 90 minutes than Miggy did. He's still got 4 goals and 2 assists. So his goals to game ratio was similar to Miggy's, 0.41. His XG is 0.37, so a little bit higher than Miggy's. Shots per game, he's slightly over Miggy's, 2.5 shots a game, and his shots on target is 0.87. So he's got decent stats there. His passing completion at 76%, key passing 1.63, so a lot more key passes than Miggy as well for the Barcelona team. The shot creation percentage there or chances is 3.43 per game, so slightly higher than Miggy. So you're looking at the kind of detailed stats in and out there. You can see there's a lot of greens in the attacking third. You know, his goals, his kind of non-penalty goals as well, his shots on target, his expected assists, his progressive passes received as well is very, very high, and his box crosses too, which would be bread and butter for the likes of Alexander Isak and Callum Wilson, and his touches in the area as well are very high. He's high in the high 80 percentiles there, which is absolutely fantastic. So his progressive passing isn't too good in terms of some of the Reds. You know, he's got 17 percentile there. His through balls with a 25, but a lot of the other stats here are very, very good. The point of the greens and the yellows. So I think there's a hell of a player here. And I also think because of the engine that he's got on him, I think he can play that pressing game as well that Eddie Howe wants to play. He's not scared of getting the mix and getting people's faces. You know, the carries at the area there just under the 70th percentile for La Liga as well. So he's up against some real players there. So I think this kid could be a phenomenal signing for Newcastle United. I really do. In terms of the kind of fee that I think Barca are looking for him, I think he was valued at around about 40 million, I think it was. So they might be looking to get around about that kind of figure in for him there. Possibly a loan deal, maybe getting his wages off the books might be an option, then maybe buy in the summer. But I do think this could be a really interesting move for Newcastle United. I think he'd be a perfect signing for us with the Premier League experience that he's already got and the fact that he can fill in as a striker too. You could almost sign two players in one lad here in terms of, somebody who offers you something different out wide, and then somebody who's also a backup striker if, Callum Wilson does pick up some injuries again, or Isak has another injury. You got Torres that can just slip inside and play as a striker there as well, or as a second striker if we're going for two up front in a game with him and Wilson. So I think it gives us some great options there, and I really hope there is some weight behind this story, because I think it'd be a fantastic signing for us going forward. The Rafinha links will still be coming back out as well. Newcastle United obviously was still linked to like James Maddison, Harvey Barnes as well. So there's a lot of players being linked to Newcastle, but I definitely think we're going to have more reinforcements in that final third of the pitch. And this kid, to me, would be a brilliant signing. So let us know what you guys think in the comments below, whether you'd agree or disagree with that. 23 years old, mate, for you. You've got to do it. You've got to get a sign like this through the door. I think it'll be a brilliant piece of business. But we always like to hear what you guys have to say. And a reminder, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Click that subscribe button. Come and join us. Like the video. Help get it on YouTube. Help the channel grow. We'll be back with loads more transfer rumors soon. Keep it ever more, guys. We'll catch you later. Cheers. Bye.